So what is the laziest way for you to start making $10,000 or more in real estate, even if you don't know jack about anything related to real estate? You don't know how to fix up properties, you don't have the money to fix up, you don't have any credit, you can't even go to the bank to get money, you can't even go to your mom to go get money, and you want to avoid talking to idiots on the phone all day long.
Let me tell you something, you Chico.
But yet you can still make money with this business. And you can do that here, even if you're sitting in your backyard, enjoying a nice shot of tequila in the afternoon, because you're dealing with a business that is completely virtual, that you can make as much as you want, whenever you want. That's what I'm talking about. Nothing like tequila in the afternoon. In order to have the laziest real estate business, there's a certain criteria that has to be met. First of all, the business has to be easy to launch. That means that you can get up and running in a matter of a day or two at the most. Next, in order for us to have a really truly lazy business, we have to have warm incoming prospects. People that are raising their hands and that are happy to hear from us. They're waiting for us, as opposed to us chasing people down that are completely annoyed, that are just so upset at the fact that we're calling them and they want nothing to do with us.
Let me tell you something, you Chico won't bring your goddamn Spanish in this goddamn house. If you don't come looking at this property, look at your own. Let me tell you something. Hell no, motherfucker. We don't want to say a mother. I'm just stinking Chico somewhere.
Next, we want to be able to do this business without ever having to leave the house. I don't know about you, but I don't like leaving the house, especially here by the pool. I just like to lay out in the sun and just relax, and so you should be able to run a business right from your house. Next, we want to be able to have a business that we can start just with a one-man operation, a one-woman operation. I don't want to discriminate. And then you could continue to run it that way for your lifestyle, or you could decide, you know what, I want to scale this to the moon. I want to make a ton of money. I want to go baller. Those options are there with this business. Look, chances are that if you've been trying to get started with real estate investing, you're getting advice to do a lot of stuff that, unknown to you, it's going to just take you down the path of nowhere. Cold calling, for example, driving for dollars, sending out text messages, and all kinds of crazy stuff that just is a path to pain and suffering. I don't know about you, but I don't like pain and suffering. Unless you drink a lot of tequila, then maybe your pain and suffering will be less to deal with. My assumption right now is that you want to work smart, not hard. So that's why you're going to be watching this video. Now, before I tell you what this business is, I want to make sure that you understand that I'm telling you exactly the business that we're running, the business that produces income for me. In fact, let me just throw up here screenshots of wire transfers, of checks for the deals that we make. These are significant amounts of money. I want you to know that what I'm telling you is what is working in today's market, not what used to work and not some sort of theory or baloney. Now, in order to create the ultimate and the laziest real estate business, we need to combine two things. Number one is wholesaling real estate, which you might already be familiar with, and that is the concept of, instead of buying and fixing up properties, what we're doing is we're flipping the contract. So we're finding somebody that has a property that is looking to sell that property, willing to sell that property at a discount, and then we're going to go in and we're going to go ahead and take that property, put it on the contract, and then we're going to find another investor that's going to take that contract, and they're going to go ahead and buy that contract from us, and then we're going to go ahead and then make a spread on that. And that spread could be a couple $1,000s to $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 or more. The second thing we're going to do is combine it with online marketing, specifically internet marketing. We can attract prospects through the internet as opposed to all these old school strategies. And this is important because the internet is the thing that's going to allow us to be able to work from home, work from anywhere, have warm incoming leads, and avoid all of that old school stuff that is just a road to nowhere. Just like any other business, if you want to make money, you need prospects. You need people that you're going to do business with. In order for you to have a truly lazy real estate business, you need two things with prospects. Number one is you need warm prospects. You need people that are interested in speaking with you. You want people that have raised their hands and said, yes, I'm interested in selling my property at a discount. Can you please connect with me? That's number one. Now, that's just not enough. The second component of that is that we need these people in large volumes, because here is the problem. The problem is that if you don't have large volume of leads, then it becomes difficult for you, because now you have to deal with people that are nasty, that are rude on the phone, that are just being obnoxious.
I told you, it's listed with a realtor. Look it up in the MLS. And I really hate your messages. You must love listening to yourself talk. Well, I wish you'd know what you sound like. Sound like a maricon. That's what you sound like, you idiot. I just want you to go away and disappear. Go away.
Now, the way that we find our prospects, the way we find the people that are interested in selling the property at a discount is through online marketing. Using Facebook ads, using pay-per-click. These are all paid methods where you give the company money, such as Facebook and such as Google, and then they, in turn, will allow you to run ads on their platform, and now you can target people to reach out to you. Now, the way that I used to find deals was using direct mail marketing. Let me show you, actually. I'm gonna go to my office. I believe, there you go. I don't know if you've ever seen this. This is the property notification postcard. We used to send out a ton of these postcards. Let me tell you, people were not happy when they received this postcard.
I wanted to call you up and let you know you're a stupid motherfucker. And kiss my ass too, okay? Quit sending these postcards. I done told you that one time on your little answering machine. Shove your answering machine up your ass. Quit sending these cards.
If you've seen this, I was the one that invented this. So going back to what I said, which is we want warm incoming leads and we need a large volume of it. So using Facebook and PPC, that's going to bring you warm incoming leads. However, how do we get large volumes of incoming leads? The way we do that is because we are expanding our service area. So rather than saying, hey, I'm going to do deals here in Fort Lauderdale, right where I live, instead, what we do is we target over 20 or so states. And now when we target that large of an area, we're getting leads from everywhere. Now that decreases how much we have to pay each time we get a lead, but also it allows us to get a large volume of leads. Even though we do need a large number of leads and we need warm incoming leads, there's a missing component, and that is that we also need low-hanging fruit. You're never going to get low-hanging fruit in large metro areas like the one I live in, Fort Lauderdale, or in Tampa, Florida. However, when you expand your area like that, you end up getting leads and you end up getting and doing deals in areas that are completely out of the main cities. Areas where you do deals in towns that you didn't even know that the town existed until the lead came in. You know, in fact, let me share with you a few of the deals that we just recently did. Here's a deal that we recently made, $10,000, 502 South Oak Street in Bristow, Oklahoma. Now, I've never been to Bristow, Oklahoma. I didn't even know that Bristow even existed. If I zoom out, you can see that Bristow is a bit of a distance from Tulsa. In fact, it's 37 minutes from Tulsa. Here's a picture of the front of the house. As you can see, it needed quite a bit of work. Here's another property at 3312 North 6.5 Street in Terre Haute, Indiana. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I don't have the interior pictures handy on this one. But if we zoom out, we can see where Terre Haute, Indiana is, which is near Indianapolis. But nevertheless, it's a very small town. And on this one, again, we made $10,000. So the final piece of the puzzle when it comes to having the laziest real estate business is that we need to be able to do everything virtually. We need to be able to do everything. I could work from my office. I could work from my backyard. I could work from anywhere. And so that means that we need to have 100% virtual operations. And how do we accomplish that? We use various tools in order to accomplish this. I'll give you some examples. Number one, how do we figure out what a property is worth, especially in an area that we didn't even know the town existed until the lead came in? Well, we don't even use any fancy software. We go right into Zillow and we're able to figure out exactly what a property is worth, what the market is, and then also specifically what we should offer on that deal. When we get a seller to say yes to our deal, then in order for us to get the paperwork to them, we use a service called HelloSign. And so that service allows us to send electronically the documents to them. When we need to get pictures of the property, because we've never seen the pictures before, and we want to talk to buyers about this deal, but how are we going to tell them about the deal and so that they could see what the inside looks like? Well, we either get the seller to go ahead and send us photos of the property. We can find somebody on Craigslist, a photographer on Craigslist that will go and take pictures of the property. There's also services available, like for example, Home Job, where you can go and place an order with them so that they can go and find a real estate photographer to go take a photo of the property. So we never have to go there. When we speak with the buyers, we communicate with them over the phone, we vet them over the phone, and then we arrange for them to go and take a look at the property. Again, we're thousands of miles away. All this is being done virtually. And the entire transaction, the closing, everything happens. We get a wire without us ever having to set foot on any of these places. So that's really what it takes in order to have the laziest real estate business. If I was gonna say one thing out of this whole equation that's the most important, and that is getting the ads and getting the online lead generation working correctly, because once you have that going, everything else becomes easy. So what I want you to do is watch the video that'll pop up here or there that will teach you specifically how I do that, how to do the targeting, and it goes into a lot of detail. Check that video out, and that way you can start the laziest real estate business. Make a ton of money and enjoy yourself.